Well, all right, let's go that way. Okay, another modifier. So this one has an obelisk corruption option. We have the choice of accepting a harder version of this fight. So we got these enemies. It is the upwind corruption. It's going to be all monsters gain speed +3. Their resistances are going to be +5. And at combat start, we're going to be lower speed by quite a bit. So basically, probably all three of those are going to get to go first. Rounds after that will kind of revert as this gets pulled off. Problem is that's going to be -4 speed for the first round, -2 speed for the second round, and then we'll be back to normal. But that bonus is probably going to put them above us no matter what. So I think it's going to be all three of them go, all four of me go, all three of them go. And then that's the difficulty modifier. And then we would get to choose one of these two rewards. The party will gain access to an exotic equipment shop. I have a little bit of money that I forget if equipment is cash. So we got a little bit of cash. We might be able to take advantage of that at this stage. And increase the quality and quantity of card rewards at the end of combat. So when we get to that final reward screen, should we survive, and we have choice of 3, we'll get more cards, and also more of the cards will be upgraded versions. And this is considered a hard modifier. So, with them going first, that means I would not be able to get any defense up before they would get all 3 of their attacks. We would probably take a boatload of damage. Much as I want this, I don't think I'm going to take this additional challenge. We'll take the straight up fight, not the modified version. I don't like that one's setup. All right. What do we got? I got 2 0 costs. Deflect for myself. Also, that gets me the extra card. Let's do that first. Another rupture. Let's do tracker on... my 2 casters are going to go after all of them, huh? So currently, barring him drawing his card to slow them down, that guy would still go... no, he would drop to 10. Yeah, it's really important to know if he's going to draw that card. I really wish that was... I wonder if I can upgrade that card to be innate. Hey, you. Nope. No way to make that innate. Oh, well. Let's see. I think that guy's a healer version. He's going to be a healer buffer more for the group. We did get the rapid fire card. Is it going to be more important to get him a good selection for the first round, or those two? I think we're going to be more interested in the cleric getting heals off and defense off than getting damage out this round. So let's get rid of that one. And I think both of those. Alright, so I got 4 points to spend. That would be 3, leaving my only other option being the Hunter's Mark. So I can either do that combo, or I can do Rupture and Aim Shot. Those are my only 2 options. This is the guy I want to be firing at their back row. But if I do that, I'm splitting the damage, and I might lose the opportunity to eliminate this guy. So, 13 from that. 10 from that. It's only 23. Ouch. That's going to be 24 damage, so I'm better off doing that plus the Hunter's Mark Because I'm going to get that 3 bonus damage applied to each of the volleys. Plus, my other characters will get this bonus damage because of the mark. So yeah, let's... much as I want to get that back guy, let's do what we can to try to get this guy out of here. Okay, first turn done. What you got, Magnus? We did get the Howl. We also got our Enrage. Let's do the Howl for sure. That got... Yeah, he didn't quite get pushed back far enough. So he'll get to go if he survives the round, which he is going to survive the round. I don't have enough damage here in order to drop this guy. So, let's get that out. That helps. That gets me both Rens plus the defend. So close. 3 hit points away. So close. We almost managed it. Of course. Asshole. Alright, so he's effectively dead. He'll die before he gets to take another turn. He's got 15 points of bleed on him. And only 3 hit points. So, problem is, the guys that do front damage only like him, I would still have to chop my way through him to get that guy. So it might be good if I've got a low-cost option to kill him with like my my charged battery. Problem is, I need to do 3 points. That'll do 4, so that will kill him. And that'll get me the bonus upgrade, the trade-off of the energy. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, Fire Blast. I think I'm just going to work my way just front to back. I don't think I'm going to worry about taking this guy out once we get rid of his buddies. I don't think any of these guys have the ability to summon more. Oh yeah, here's what I've been wanting to talk about. I keep forgetting. Kill your enemies fast and use less rounds in order to get better rewards. Each round counts. So the first 2 rounds are going to be excellent performance. We'll get plus 50% gold, plus 50% XP, and plus 2 cards tier. As soon as we switch to round 3, it goes from excellent to great, goes to 40%, 30%, etc. So we're not going to be able to get these guys dead in 2 rounds. We just don't have the output. Especially with me not doing any upgrades at the beginning of the run. Alright, so let's go. Only 3 points left. Should have done that one first, of course. X cards in your hand. Let's just hit front to back. I'm not going to need this. Everything else I can cast, so, you know, charge battery, Fire Blast, Frostbite. Yeah, he's got bleed. He's actually down quite a few hit points. I got both Foresight and Augury, and I got nothing that is reliant on how many cards I have. So, I'd best spend the 4 points. I got 4 points of heal. That'll do 11 and 11. So that'll take him back up to max. If that's all I do. And I think that's what we're going to do. I don't feel like I need the Auguries, which we can cast anyway. Ruminant Bite, front hero, 15 damage. He's got 16 block. And Watering. All monsters apply the wet effect and also heal 8. Alright, no problem. So we're already covered for the round. So yeah, let's spend the 4 points. Bringing him back up to max. Okay, and they're back to the middle, so I gotta kill them with these 2 or slow them down. We do have the stone skin. So this is the overclock. I have another point I can spend, so we'll go ahead and do that. All right, so we've got resistances for 2 rounds, essentially. And if he hits me, we're going to deal 8 piercing damage back to the attacker. Magnus, you're not going to do 50 damage. Didn't expect you to. He's going to do front hero damage. 10 damage and 2 bleed, so that's no big deal. But I will need to get that up. Yeah, unfortunately we're going to roll into the round 3 performance. But nothing we can do about it. It's interesting that even though I block all the damage, the bleed effect still gets applied. I don't agree with that. I really don't agree with that. That feels dumb. That is so counterintuitive. I block you, but I still take bleed damage. How does that work exactly? I think he should at least have to do 1 point of actual damage, hit point damage, in order for the bleed to apply, but I'm sure there's some kind of balance reason for this nonsense. Alright, whatever. It's not going to have any real effect. So, all 4 of our guys get to go. He's absolutely going to die. We don't care about prismatic field. Do I need to transmit? I've got 5 points. I can do everything I need to do with 3. So yeah, we are going to transmit back to... it's not really going to help to have the cleric have extra energy. Let's give it to Andrin. Okay, we'll go ahead and heal nobody. Nobody needs healing. It's going to be over before he gets his turn. We're within the damage ratings. Yeah, it's not going to matter. Alright, go ahead and foresight. And flash. And throw a barrier on these 2. Oh yeah, plenty of damage. Alright, yeah, we couldn't quite get it done in the 2 rounds, so... Upgrades, we got Feint upgraded. Gain block and shield. X equals your speed times 6. And he's a fast character. And then purge your speed. Curse of Agony. 2 cost. Monster. Deal 9. I think that's shadow damage. Then apply 6 bleed, 6 poison, and 1 dark, which lowers their resistance. Ah. That would be pretty good on a mini-boss, boss-type monster. Mana Shield, self, 1 cost, 12 shield, 14, or 12 block, which is the immediate block, and then 14 shield, which is the next round, and insulation from fire, cold, and lightning resist. Or fire, cold, lightning damage. Yeah, that's pretty cool for 1 cost. Damn. I really like the idea of the Curse of Agony, but yeesh. That is a lot of protection on the Elementalist. Zap, random monster, 4 electrical damage, and apply spark. For 0 cost. No thanks. That's going to be a tough choice between those two, though. That is a lot of potential damage versus a lot of potential protection. Knowing what I know about this first area, I'm going to not take this. The final fight in this area, the enemy we're going to fight, the primary opponent, is immune to, I think, both bleed and poison. Yeah, let's take Mana Shield. All right, an upgraded Holy Smite, 16 damage and gain a bless, which means damage done and heals received are increased. Don't need more Foresight. Infuse Courage, any hero grants 6 shield and 3 courage, which gives you resistance to Holy Shadow in mind. I don't anticipate doing a lot of damage with the cleric. It can sometimes be valuable to have that extra 16 damage, but for 2 cost, 16 cards currently. I think. Take the shards, take the smite. All right, I'll take the smite. So another stone skin, a quick shot, and that feint. I'm going to take the feint. That seems interesting. Then we got what? Punch, Helping Hand, and Impale. So that one is chain 1, meaning it's going to do the initial damage to whoever I target, well, the front monster only, and then it's going to do, it's going to chain to the next monster, so the monster to the right of it, at 50% effectiveness. So for 2 cost, we're going to get 11 damage and 3 bleed, and then we're going to get like 5 damage, and I don't know if it rounds up or down, 1 bleed on the second target. So it's actually like 16 and 4 for the 2 cost as we impale through the first enemy and into the second one. Dispel slow and let them draw a card. I don't know if that kind of card is essential on the warrior. Usually all I want him doing is smash and slash and pierce and protect himself. So cluttering his deck up with helpers like this, I'm not sure. And then a quick 0 cost front monster punch for 5. Getting rid of the slow and getting an extra card for 0 cost. Let's take the Impale. Okay, so we do have the option to go to Betty's house, which is so confusing because it says return Betty to her owner near Eastern Farmland. What the hell does near Eastern Farmland mean? I mean, this one specifically says Betty's house, so it's got to be this one, but that is weird. Betty returns safely. A rumor where the legendary golden sheep might be. What do we want as a reward? Get the info on the legendary gold sheep, ask for some gold, extort for 500 if he wants Betty back. So here's the first instance of this kind of thing. So this is indicating in order to succeed, each character in the party is going to draw a card, and the cost to cast that card is where this number comes into play. It's going to add up the casting costs, and we have to get to 6 or higher in order to succeed at this option. And this here, when you point at it, tells you the likelihood that you're going to actually meet that requirement. So it's looking at the decks, it's looking at all the cards in the decks and their costs, and it's making the calculation for you. So This you don't really need to care about or know. Just look here and make your decision if you think you can hit that probability. Bargain, offer him 500 gold to keep Betty for yourselves. Really? How would that work? Would Betty become a pet for one of the characters? Or murder. Kill the farmer and keep Betty for yourselves. I'm not sure if or what effect that would have. Huh. One of these times we might take that choice. I think let's just ask for the golden sheep. So a large part of the thinking here in these runs is not so much what I can get as an advantage in this run, but what can I get unlocked to give me advantages in later runs. So it's an important consideration. So sometimes I'll make choices just because it'll give me an unlock, which I might not even get to use during this run, but it will make something available for my later runs. So let's try this golden sheep thing. I don't remember if I've ever done this. Magical sheep appears rarely with other grazing sheep and protects them. Golden wool, nobody's ever been able to catch it. This morning, I seem to see the golden sheep on the grass hill behind the tower. Most likely it is still there. So we got some XP. Grass hill behind the tower. A golden sheep. I have the location. Do I? You say so. Everything looks the same to me. Anybody spotting something I'm not spotting? That highlights what the hell it's talking about? Probably that one right there. I assume that's the tower. Yeah. All right. So we're on the path. Okay. The hatch. Come across the house in ruins. Inside, see a large hatch. Try to open the hatch, but it is properly closed. A few seconds later, a voice speaks to you through the hatch. Only those touched by the flames. Then the voice remains silent, as if waiting for a passphrase. What do you want to do? Leave. Enter. Jumping on the hatch will break it. The problem will be trying to land on your feet. Oh, each character has to roll to see if they take damage, basically. Try to open the hatch in a safer way than jumping on it. 50%. Just one roll. Versus 4 rolls at those odds. Yeah, let's take this one. Well, there we go. The hatch. Oh. All right. Didn't realize we were going to be going into a separate mini dungeon type area. Well then. Silly gatekeepers, you're inside the hatch. Here you can see what at first glance seems to be a normal basement. But at the end of the room, you can see a door with 3 pigmen keeping watch. They are new to this place and don't seem very excited about having to stand guard. In fact, one of them is lying down and almost asleep. The other 2 don't seem to be very alert, very smart either, but they could raise the alarm depending on how you approach. What do you do? Leave while we still can. Charge at them directly so they can't call reinforcements. Act as if you're one of them and go ahead. 51%. They don't seem very smart. Let me try to intimidate them. Draw a melee attack card. So what are the chances that he'll do that? 42%. Yeah. I think we'll just charge at them directly so they can't call reinforcements. The one sleeping barely has time to wake up. But he does wake up. Yep, he does wake up. Alright, so, pigmen. Not sure what these guys do. They're divided in their... Oh, so that's the negative. The guy who was asleep is last in the initiative order. He's got a temporary speed bonus negative. So. Okay. They're going to hit me with torches. Is there going to be burn effects in play here that I'm going to have to worry about? So, I got the rapid fire. That'll give me 6, 2, 4. Yuck. That'll let me do rapid fire slice and one of these two. He's slightly different color than these two, so there's going to be some variation in what they do. We're still going to put all in on the front monster, though. So, is it worth the 8 points for the... Oh, they got resistances. Look at that. They're only taking 7. Hey, you. Yeah. They're susceptible to blunt. They got 17% slash and pierce resist. They're also pretty fire resistant, so we want to do cold on these guys if we can. Cold and blunt. I don't have a lot of blunt. Huh. Yeah, that kind of sucks. So that's going to be 21 damage. Which isn't very efficient considering I get 9 per energy here. That'd be 27 for the same amount of energy if I could actually draw that many and play that many at once. And we don't have any bonuses on them yet. That's gonna drop his speed back 2. So he's gonna drop to 11. So we'll get our elementalist in ahead of him. Yeah, I think I gotta do the rupture. Well, it's either do these two and have an energy remaining to carry forward, or do these two and have no energy carrying forward. That's going to be, what is that, 19 damage versus 30 damage. Yeah, I think we got to go for the 30 damage and have no energy carry forward. Okay, we need to do 15 points. No, 17 points. Hey, Magnus, you bring some blunt? You did not. You did bring your slow. That'll help. But we have almost no damage going out. I'll have to hope that the enrage gets me a damage card. Thanks. Damn it. 4 out of 5 are my defense cards. Well, that sucks. Everybody gets some block. I got 1 point left. Let's throw it on the cleric. Oh, never mind. These are all defend self. What you got, buddy? Blazing Strike. There's the fire damage. This is where we want those rain effects to come in. All right. That gives us the fire resist, so probably be good to get that out. Do I need my mana gem this first round? I do. Hmm, 4 points. It's enough to kill the front guy, and then I could transmit energy back to the healer, or I can give the elementalist a lot of protection. She's already got 11 block. That guy is going next. I think think we're okay. Let's go ahead and transmit back to the cleric. So much foresight. Ugh. All three of them in the same draw on turn one. Well, that sucks. That is probably one of the worst draws I could have possibly had. I don't need to heal yet. I don't much care about the foresight. And I don't really need the barriers. This sucks. Alright, well, I guess we'll use them since we got them. So, random hero, torch, 3 damage, apply 5 fire. So, yeah, that fire stuff. Hopefully we get one of our wet effects. We've already got enough protection against the base damage. It's just going to be the ongoing fire damage we have to deal with. So... 5 energy. Yeah, this sucked. Of course it went on the cleric. Oof. No energy. And again, almost no damage. What the hell? Magnus. What are you doing to me, man? Again, we're not going to get another enemy down. More Bernie. I'm really starting to wish that I had taken that rain card. I don't have the ability to get rid of this. This is going to start adding up to a mountain of damage if these burn effects stay on. Let's see. Elemental ward. So my block is stopping the burn? That seems weird. I didn't think the block was going to stop the burn. Huh. Alright, well that changes things. As long as I can keep putting block on my characters, they won't need to suffer those effects. Okay, I guess we'll be okay then. Let's get rid of this guy. Nobody needs healing yet. So, Holy Smite. And I guess we will barrier. I mean, you've already got 8 more shield coming in. You don't have burn. You've only got 2. No problem. I don't really need that. Pretty much all my damage cards are already coming out, so that's not going to help me on that one. Let's let you get something good. Okay, 3 energy. Two damage, none. Alright, so I still don't need to heal anybody or extend the rounds. We're already into the good performance, 30%. We had some pretty raw draws on this one. I've only got 3 points though. So I need... You're going to be susceptible to damage, because that's going to go away. Both of these are. What have I got left? I only got these 2 left to do damage before he gets another turn. Let's do you next, because you're next in the turn sequence. Alright. 3 points. I'm tempted to do these 2, because the high bleed rate... I guess we'll just do that. Alright, 4 points. Nothing dependent on card count. Just need 8 damage. Alright. That was just the first fight in this long section here. I'm a little worried now. If they're all going to be stacking on fire damage, and this was the easiest fight, I am concerned. You got anything that's going to get rid of the burn effects? Not a single entry that will get rid of the burn effects. Heavy Strike, 3 cost, front monster. Draw a card, deal 27 blunt, and also apply crack, which increases blunt damage taken as we break their armor. Dispel crack and the mark. Grant armor and physical protection. Blade Storm, front monster only, 3 cost for basically 24 damage split between 3 strikes. Which means any bonus from marks and such would get to be applied multiple times, which kind of magnifies their bonus. Vigilance, you get sight on all monsters, 1 use. And again, that 27 damage for 3. And Ricochet, any monster, 2 cost, 7 damage, apply a mark, and then it jumps twice, plus 20%. Repeat the card's effect on another target X times, each time damage and heal done, bonus. Really? Oh, I like that. We're taking that one. Fire Blast, 0 cost, 1 use, 9 direct fire damage and applies 4 burn. Ice Lance, 0 cost for 4 cold. And Shadow Bolt, 2 cost, any monster, 14 shadow damage and apply dark. Don't like any of those. Draw a card doesn't really help at this stage of our characters because I'm not likely to have more than 3. I have the one, adrenaline card that will give me some boost one time. So spending the 3 to use this is going to get me a card I'm likely not going to be able to use anyway. I'm not super excited about this one either. I kind of like this one, though. Gets rid of those negative effects on my character, on any character, and it allows me to also grant them defense. If this was self, I wouldn't value it as much, but this allows this guy for only 1 cost to really help out one of my other characters. I think we'll take the repair armor. Ooh boy. Okay, we unlocked 4 cards. I mean, the choices are essentially identical, whichever way we go. Stone statue versus the pit. Common event, common event. I don't have any idea what they do. And then a final fight. So we got 1 fight, 1 event, and then the final fight. Let's go for the stone statue one, I think. I am not taking any increased difficulty options, I don't think. Fungal outbreak. All monsters gain +1 damage, 15% mind resist, which I don't do much mind damage, so that won't really affect. Every round, place magic mushrooms at the top of a random hero's deck. So on draw, the card gets burned. That character loses an energy, suffers 4 mind damage, and also 8 insanity. Ouch. So 1 character each round, that's going to happen to. How quickly can I get through the rounds? That's the question. The bonuses are going to be we either gain 520, 520, or the party will heal 30% of their max hit points at the end of combat, which, you know, is kind of a thing. We have these opponents, and I'm not familiar with the opponents, so I don't know just how bad these guys are going to be. But this one feels like you're making it harder, so you're increasing the likelihood you'll take damage, and the benefit is you just get to heal the damage for taking the extra challenge. And since I'm already full hit points at the start of it, this seems useless. So this would be the only thing I'm really taking into account. That's a pretty good amount of money. But I don't know what the later fights are going to be. I think I'm just going to skip this bonus option as well. If I were familiar and we had a good fire resist dex or fire resist capability, I would probably take this, but yeah, more fire incoming, I see. This is not good. We don't have a lot of counter to the fire. All right, so we got the ricochet right off the bat. We got the hunter's mark, and that's really it. Do I go after a back row character? The mark. The ricochet is just going to jump, and I won't know where it's going to jump to. So, now they all have marks. They've got a fair amount of damage. Is this really going to be... This can't be my 21 speed. It's got to be the bonus. I can't believe it's going to be 21 times 6. So it can't be my base. I think it's got to be some kind of a bonus speed that you're going to get that out of. I might try it just to see what it does. I'm curious, but I think it's going to be 0. And what does purge? I mean, that's why I don't think it could be this, because it can't. Unless it's the 19 is my base and I have 2 bonus. Oh yeah, I have active effective 1. So I'm only going to get this, which is increasing my speed. So I think it's going to be 6 points total. That's the only thing that makes sense. Alright, so that'll get me 6 block, 6 shield. And it'll purge my bonus. Which will still keep me ahead of everybody else, so, you know, why not? Yeah. Okay, and slice. Come on, Magnus, don't draw all defense this time. That's not too bad. Rend. That's... Really? We're doing 11 to this thing with the 6-point rend? That's not... I mean, I know we're getting the 4 here. Yeah, I guess that's right. Man, that's a big help. Problem is, it would take both rends to get this thing gone. So, he's susceptible to slash. A lot of fire resist. Susceptible to cold. I guess I could do rend, fast strike, repair on one of the characters, and then intercept on one of the other characters. Or himself. It's going to waste a lot of that bleed. But I don't have any choice. All my damage is front monster only. Don't know what these guys are going to do, and I won't know before they get their turn. I definitely need to get some block on my front guy. Let's do a little bit of protection there, and a little bit of protection back on the cleric. Oh boy. This is gonna suck. We have a new target. Damn, resistant to all of them. That sucks. Okay. Yeah, that sucks a lot. Oh boy. Okay, what do we have? 6 points because we got handed energy by the elementalist. Healing rain! Bring the rain! Unfortunately, it's a 1 use. I'm going to hold that. I'm not going to use it this round, much as I want to. I think we're going to need it in a later... How fast do I think I can get this done? I got to get this person down. I got Holy Smite for 12, and 8. So we can do 20. And next up is my ranged guy. Might be able to finish that thing off. He's not likely to get much damage to the back row. Yeah, I gotta get rid of the summoner. $14 points we need. Do I wait? Right now, our defense is gonna absorb the damage. I'm debating whether I go barrier, or do I healing rain this turn? Definitely need those. Covers everybody pretty well. So the burn's not really going to affect me this round. I'm going to hold the healing rain just in case things go weird. And we'll try to draw it and use it in a later round if it looks like we need it. Alright, can we get the kill on this guy? Ooh, 2 aimed shots and I have my adrenaline. I think that'll do it. So, that unit is dead. I don't believe there's anything it can do about it. I don't think either of these two are going to cast a heal or anything. So I think I don't have to worry about that one anymore. So if I could get rid of this next quickly, that would be really helpful. So, I'll go ahead and draw a card. And there's not really a choice here. Yeah, it should be no problem to get rid of that front one too. Get an impale strike off and not much else. I think I'll probably do impale defend. I don't have any shield left, so they're going to be susceptible. Both enemies get to take their... well, that one's going to die, so he's going to take his turn. I don't know what that turn's going to be. I'm not too worried about it. When they're done, I think both of my guys will get to go, so we should get a round of healing in to top everybody off. So I think we'll be okay. It'll just push us into the third round. So let's do... I don't think I really need either of these. Let's just do the damage. That's fine. Okay, so he is the only one down hit points that won't be fully recoverable. So I need to get one heal off on him and get that guy killed. So I don't have... oh, I do have my transmission for you. No reason not to use that. Go ahead and use that. Charge battery, fire blast. One heal, please. Alright, so everybody's back to full, and everybody gets to go before he gets to go, so, you know. Don't need the heal. 19 points. I've only got 2 energy this round. Ouch. The speed change isn't going to be enough to make a difference. Only going to do 9. But I don't have any other combo that's going to help. So it's either 11 or it's the 9 with a couple of bleed. Let's just take the 11. Really, really hope Magnus gets him killed this round. I only need 6 points. Uh-oh. Damn it. I forgot how much flame he had attached to him. Now he is going to come out of this with not full hit points. I got no damage. I got no damage. Oh, I still got no damage. Holy crap. Wow, does that suck. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, he did a heal. Look at all that healing he did. Lots of points. I want to make sure. So it's going to be 9. 17 is 26. That's going to kill him on his turn, but everybody's going to get to go again, so I can stop with that, and we'll have one more chance to heal. So. Alright, so he's dead on his turn. I don't want to do anything else that's going to do damage. Just need 1 heal on the front guy. That'll do. Alright, everybody's back to full. Let's finish him off with a Holy Smite. So, unfortunately, we pushed only down to the good category, but we came out of it pretty well. I should have focused fire. Since I'm not familiar with the enemies yet, now I know I would focus fire that back guy much harder. For that kind of fight. Ammunition. Self. Card gets burned or vanishes. 1 use. Discover 3 cards ranged attack and place 1 on top of your deck. Cost reduced by 1. Okay, so you spend an energy, but it pulls a ranged attack card, puts it on top of your deck, and lowers the cost. That doesn't let you draw the card though. Not sure how useful that is. Blur, 1 cost. Self, 1 use. Gain stealth and 2 evasion. Okay. It's pretty powerful. Might take that. Oh, an upgraded hunter's mark. Oh, we're taking that one. Absolutely. It's only a single use, but it applies 5 and also vulnerable. So 5 points of damage bonus for every hit they take, and also all their resistance services are going to be -5. Yeah, I like the idea of the blur, but I don't think I can pass that one up. Upgraded Fire Blast. Single monster, 4 fire damage, 2 burn for no cost. Oh, Curse of Agony's back, but it's not the upgraded one. But it still does 8 straight damage, and then 4 bleed, 4 poison. So that's effectively 16 damage. It's just delayed. 8 immediate, then 8 the next round, 6 the next round, 4 the next round, etc. So it actually adds up to quite a bit of damage, assuming the enemy is susceptible to bleed and poison. Some aren't, and that they don't have the ability to get it purged. Oh, I know the blue and yellow upgrades, and I saw we had one that was a corrupted. So we've got the blue upgrade and the gold upgrade. Those are kind of side grades to each other. So I'm aware of all that. And then we had a corrupted one, which was a purplish color. That color. That one doesn't say corrupted. No, it does say corrupted. Yeah, corrupted version. So, binding heal, other hero, so can't use it on himself. Oh, wait, heal 7 and self-heal. So you target another hero, they and the cleric both heal for 7. Interesting. I'm going to take the curse. I'm going to take the heal. And, yeah. Just a 1 cost for 10 damage, which is, you know, it's good value proposition. Yeah, let's take that. Bloat our decks up even further. The Imp Altar. At the end of the hall, you find a large stone statue of an imp. Although the placement of this statue is suspicious, it's clear that it is used as an altar of some kind. You found imps before wandering around freely, and this statue may have something to do with it. What do you want to do? Leave. Don't touch it. Examine. Inspect the statue to find something unusual, or smash it. 52 and 49. So basically a coin flip for either of these two. We need a 4 or lower. We made it. All right, small loose stones on the statue. You discover these stones are buttons. You press one that looks more used, and a secret door opens behind the statue. You get 64. Oh, it added a room. An ephemeral potion. Secret door takes you to a room with a large chest. You open the chest, find some items that might be useful. Among them, a bright orange potion catches your eye. As soon as you take the potion out of the chest, its contents begin to disappear. You don't know if it is drinkable, but there is no time, and only one can drink it before it completely vanishes. Who will drink it? Decline, none of you, except let fate decide who drinks it. Everyone draws a card and competes against each other. Or pick somebody. I'm just going to let we'll let the frontline guy drink it. Magnus receives Heat Surge on draw. So it's going to burn the card. You get when you draw this, you draw another card. Dispel your burn. So it gets rid of Heat Surge. It gets rid of burn, it seems like. Gain an energy and gain 2 insulation. All right. So it's a boon. Cool. Notice your body warming up. You feel a surge of energy within you. Body temperature drops again. More stuff. All right, so this is where we get to pick items for our characters. So it's showing the 4 characters. Magnus has got first choice. So it shows what slots they're going to go to, and it highlights the slot when you point at it. And if it's going to replace something, it shows you what it's going to replace. So who wants what? We got a woolly hat armor piece for some resistances. And at combat start, you get 8 block. That's pretty nice. And he doesn't have an armor piece. A woolly hat seems pretty lame armor for my frontline warrior. Dart pouch sounds good for our ranged guy. Shuffle 2 poison darts into your deck. So I like that for him. So we'll hold him for that one. Wet charges +1. Definitely not as a weapon. An amulet, ring slot for extra hit points, scholar robe, resistance bonuses, and the piggy bank. Oh, that's one of the good ones. When you die, retain an additional +20% gold and shards. So we need somebody to take that one. And it can't be the cleric. He's got bandages in that slot, and we want to keep that. That's where we're getting our 4 hit points. All heroes recover 4 hit points at the end of combat. So we're not replacing that. That's pretty valuable. Maybe the elementalist taking the piggy bank. Maybe Magnus will take the woolly hat. We want the Poison pouch. You, we want the piggy bank. And you, more hit points, I guess. Or we take some resistances.